to victory. It's the Cowboys going up against the Aftershocks. So, with the call of this Week 16 matchup, let's hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Gotton and Charles Davis.
Well, Larry, there's a new stadium set to open in Inglewood in 2019, but for now, we're in the heart of the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Los Angeles Aftershocks. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll try and start this drive in the air, surveying the field. Throws right side, and that's complete. They get 31 yards that time. And it'll be first down, Cowboys.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And a look at the offense that is hoping to put some points up in bunches here in this one. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding time. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the vet. He's got a lot of years under his belt in the National Football League. Now they try the right side here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. So let's take a look here at the key inactives. And, Charles, I guess you get this late in the year, you expect to see some guys populating on this list.
You're exactly right. No one's happy about it, but it really shouldn't be a surprise. So the guys who are playing in their spots, in their stead, they have to step up now and make big plays for their team.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
And this one's incomplete. So 2nd and 10 here. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now. Green.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
2nd down following the run.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. 3-19.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be a Dallas 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Spinning past him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did. So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The defense came out with a look that they had prepped for all week to attack. They took advantage, got the first down.
And the key words in there, prepped for all week. They really studied them, understood their tendencies, knew what they liked to do, and prepared their game plan accordingly. And, boy, the payoff was good.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's L.A. with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out. They'll come out in the pistol.
Blue 90. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. Here we go now. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
They come up in an offset eye. They'll look to throw. Pass incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he stopped immediately there. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. And they'll send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The defense now working their way back onto the field. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
and make sure that they don't start finger-pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Now look at 56. Here you go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
One of the best routes, one of the favorite routes of any play caller. He just ran that one. Nice little angle route. That's supposed to be a catch, and usually it is, and the running back dropped it.
Yeah, I mean, he's a running back, but he's got hands. He should have caught it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got his man in the crossing route. A good pickup there, a 22.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. On play action, they'll throw. Hard throw, incomplete. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Here we go now.
Looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Gus Bradley's decision to go for it does not work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Everyone gears for third down, talks about the importance of it. But fourth down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on fourth down.
No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a Dallas first down.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked it. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him. And there's the pickup you want on first down. All offenses say, you get me 4 on first down, we'll take it. How about if you get 5? They'll really be happy.
They'll come out in the pistol. And now here's a carry heading left. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
Well, here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, how many times have you heard it? Pressure creates diamonds, right? But it also bursts pipes. And on that one, that's what they got. They got after him, and he was fortunate just to get rid of it.
Yeah, he just had to chuck it away. And this one is right through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yes, that's today's NFL defensive tackle. Not just a space eater anymore. A guy with agility, movement skills, who can rush the passer and make plays in the offensive backfield.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Look at the spin.
Balance.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Seven yards remaining here on third down. An encroachment penalty here, maybe just a mental lapse, partner.
Sometimes you have to just watch the football. Make sure it's snapped before you're jumping.
Still third down.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down. They'll drop the throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Fielded just inside the 20. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. They'll get 19 yards there. And it'll be a Dallas first down.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28.
Holding offense.
So holding by the offense, and maybe now got to shift up what you want to do on the playbook.
Yeah, definitely. Change what you're doing in the playbook, but boy, the advantage shifts to the guys on defense, doesn't it? Longer yardage situations, they often become bolder.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And here we go on 1st and goal. And they'll go with a ground attack here. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
Here we go now.
2nd and goal to go now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there as the 1st half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
And they'll run it here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. So we've reached the intermission. And never mind, Larry. These two teams apparently anxious to get back at it. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he comes back with one complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Now, he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far.
On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Offense still needing 10 yards, 2nd down.
As a general rule, when you take a deep shot downfield, it's usually a timing pattern. Quarterback in the pocket and looking to hit his receiver downfield. But when he has to move outside of it, timing often gets thrown off. And on that play, that caused the incompletion. I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game. And I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
He'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw again. He sets to fire deep. And it is incomplete. Gus Bradley's decision to go for it does. Not work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for Dallas.
So the defense forces a 3-and-out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on first down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became second and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went third and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward.
Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they've made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble. First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. And the evidence shows last week's game, it's really leaked into a second game now, Charles. What do you think of this?
And it's a surprise, isn't it? Because when we spent time watching them practice, talking with the coaches, it felt like a bounce back was going to happen this week. They were very confident in the game plan, thought the defenses they would see would present great opportunities for big-time runs. We're not getting that so far. I don't know if this is a game plan or if they're just being overwhelmed by the defense they're facing. And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. They go play action here on first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. 15 yards through the air on a first down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. It wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
All right, here we go.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because then you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Smash mouth football right here on 1st down. Give it to your fullback, let him bull his way in. But the defense said, and they stone him into line of scrimmage.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets them back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. So this is the 2nd consecutive week as you look at the numbers that he just doesn't seem to have the same pop as we normally see him with.
Is there an injury we don't know about?
That's what I'm wondering.
Because that's a legitimate question right now. We're used to speed, power, all coming together.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Another pistol look here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Back to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Los Angeles, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And on now is the punter, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. And now here come the Cowboys. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big play there out of the running game. 38 yards.
And that's why defense coordinators always preach 11 guys to the ball. Because sometimes you have a missed tackle, but if you have a swarm of guys around, less room for them to roam even after the first missed tackle. In this case, tackle was missed, plenty of open field to get after that.
And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Illegal forward pass, offense.
Well, there's one you don't see often, the illegal forward pass.
And the reason we don't see it very often is the quarterback has to be totally beyond the line of scrimmage for the flag to come out. If any part of the quarterback is behind the line of scrimmage when he throws the ball, then it's not an illegal forward pass.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
All kinds of time. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over. right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And numbers to like, that's for sure here. Back-to-back good games. Maybe they found something last week that they can carry forward here, a little blueprint.
Yeah, we often talk about a defense seeing something that held a person down and implementing that themselves. In this case, I think exactly what you said. This is working. Until someone comes up with an answer for it, no reason to go away from it. Plus, let's just face it, he's as good as any receiver in the league. He's just playing at a really high level. They've got to continue to find ways to get him the ball.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. And just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
All right, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And, boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. The dive unsuccessful. The big fella can't pick it up. Out comes the defense now here back onto the field. Their stay on the field last time was short-lived with a 3-and-out. Let's see if they can get some more of that.
And ordinarily, you want to be on the field playing, right? But 3-and-outs, that's almost gold to a defense. Get to the bench, get some rest, turn the ball over to your offense.
We'll see what they can do here, see if they can force another 3-and-out.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's at the 40, the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. A big play there, 81 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Give him 16 on the pickup, and that leads to a Los Angeles first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that's incomplete.
Holding. Defense.
That's one of those ones that is so hard to judge, but defensive holding there, that's what the referee saw.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And on 2nd and 10 now.
Right. 4 down.
Back to throw again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. 3rd down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A gain of 6 there on first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Flushed out right, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. Their mobile, agile quarterback taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys have made this a 1-score game now. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down, and that's what he just did.
So the hard count gets him there, neutral zone infraction.
Yeah, the defense thought they had the timing down, but the quarterback hit him with a hard count, got him to jump.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Now here's whistles and another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is going to lose yardage here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
2nd down now after the pass completion. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays. Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. He's back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. So 3rd and 15 and an extra defensive back in the game now.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. A road win in the National.
My second body cost a lot.